Round 3. Fight!
Yes. We're synced as always. Me and Hannes 3000 wishing you all a very good morning or good evening if you're on the other side of the earth. We are going to try to build a marble machine that actually works. And yesterday was so much fun. A couple of wonderful suggestions already from the chat. And I've been thinking the whole evening about especially one suggestion that has suggested to mirror the whole machine. And I think it's maybe brilliant. So we're going to go into that today. But first of all, Hannes, 3000, how are you feeling?
I'm great. Thank you for asking. Hard to go to sleep last night. Truly excited to just wake up today and start again. This is fun, right?
It is fun. And it feels like we maybe solved like working and creating content at the same time. So we're going to see about that. So yes, let's head into the objectives for today's stream. We always start the stream with showing exactly what we're going to talk about today. And in this stream, I want to focus a lot on instrument positions and especially this mirror idea that came up yesterday. And then I also want to think about the channel center to center distance. So on the programming wheel, how much distance can we have between the center of the channels? Marble Machine X had 17 millimeters. Yesterday we experimented with 40 millimeters, and I think we should shrink that a little bit today to fit more notes on the vibraphone. And I also want to start like plotting gear train, which I think will be the first serious CAD file. So the CAD file you're seeing here today is actually the one we did yesterday from scratch is not really serious. So let's have a look at this base position right away. So yeah,
let's do it. A quick recap what we did yesterday, perhaps. Just as you can see, a CAD blocking of things to come. And mainly it was starting to arrange the instruments. That was the big topic yesterday, right?
Yeah, so if you weren't here yesterday, we had nothing when we started yesterday morning. And after first day of work, we have this, which is, as I said, just a blocking. So it's not serious CAD. It's just very open-mindedly thinking about the design. And we're having interesting discussions about... sorry. Sorry for that. These are the two first machines. And... the trick is to use the things that worked, but also think freely enough to not just try to copy and make an exact third same version. And along that lines, I think is moving the bass guitar and mirroring where I am standing is super interesting. So I'm going to show you right away. So this would end up meaning that this would be the fronting side of the machine. So if we think of the previous machines, you've always seen it from the other angle. And so let's move me over first. Hannes 3000 was like measuring my arms yesterday. So this is actually here. I will stand over here. And
you know what? I got a nice comment here from David Datu Sarmiento. Instant grind. That's the spirit. And that's what all these live streams are for. Just getting to the work.
Yes, I think humans, including myself, love to talk and explain and stuff. And I just want to start showing, not telling. That's why it's called show business, like Bruce Springsteen says, right? So, like, this is going to be all about getting stuff done. So look at this. We slide the bass guitar over here. Somewhere there, maybe. And my arms will also be completely out of the marble falls. I'm just gonna leave it there. And then we have to move some other stuff out of the way. So let's move the snare drum a little bit to the right. But I'm so. And another cool thing with this is that I can put all the gears on this side away from my fragile hands.
Yeah, that was really scary watching your delicate hands so close to nasty flywheels on the MMX.
I'm honestly like just so thankful that I tried all these heavy machinery without like having an accident, and I'm going to be like, I think CAD is exactly my taste of danger levels. You can get like mouse tennis elbow from the mouse, and that's my kind of risk taking.
And we have from Mandra Cooler, hello, greetings from Switzerland. And we also have from Archie Theory, good morning from the UK, chaps, good to see you back. And we have from Jonathan Plannerbrink, good morning you both, I am excited to be here. We're so excited for you to follow along, and welcome. And it's also nice to see people from all around the world just joining in during our work day here.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Thank you so much for being with us, and we hope that this is going to be an interesting chapter. Actually, talking about that, I just want to recap very quickly, like the plan. So this is the initial plan. First of all, I want to finish a digital CAD model of the machine. That's what we're working on now. And then we have two options. 2A, if this CAD model is promising, I'm going to manufacture a physical machine. If this third times the charm CAD model is not promising, that's where I will give up on the marble machine idea. So there is some method to this madness.
I will just do this, leave you alone here. I'm going to fetch us some coffee, Martin.
Oof.
We can't work without coffee, right?
Nice. So when the bass guitar is over here, look, I'm always looking from that side. I'm going to move the conveyor belt over as well. I don't even know if we're going to have a conveyor belt. It was just something that we did yesterday. I'm so used to having the machine the other direction. I'm just going to move this. Actually, I should not move it like this. I should move the... No, I have to. Okay. Never mind that. This is just blocking, so any good or bad CAD practices are not really interesting at this stage. But when I start with the serious CAD files, I'm going to be super meticulously meticulous with that. Let's see. I'm gonna move the crank over to the other side. I can do that with this plane. Just move it over there. Boom. So now the crank is where I'm standing behind the bass. But this crankshaft is, of course, going to point my direction instead. So I'm just going to edit this extrusion feature and pull it out towards my side. And there we go. And I'm smelling some coffee coming in from the door.
Go, sir.
Fantastic. Thank you. So...
And I immediately see here, Daniel Karlsson, so happy about this change, hashtag Team Mirror.
Oh, Team Mirror. Okay, Team Mirror. Let me talk. I have an acoustic guitar. I'm gonna kind of demonstrate like what this means for the playing position. We set up another microphone, so be prepared for a little bit bad sound now. But if we go to the action cam, I think you should be able to hear me. Yeah, you hear this, I think. So, the way it was before, I was like facing, it was like this. You are the audience, here's the marble machine, and I'm standing with half my face towards the audience. And the bass would be like this, and I would have to play like this. And it's kind of impossible. When we mirror, I end up here. So we have the whole machine here. I'm facing the audience. Me and the machine is facing the audience at the same time. And it's the perfect position for the left arm. And I can, like, a problem is going to be the crank. I hear myself in a delay, so I sound super drunk. Karate drunk. So the crank is going to be here, and the pedal here, and the whole machine is here. So what's cool is the drums might be here. So I can kind of play bass with the drummer next to me and facing the audience while you're seeing everything happening on the marble machine. I'm like, it all makes sense. So let's try this. Yeah. So now I think the sound is still on. There we go.
Yes. Buttons for everything here.
So the cool thing is that like my left arm, it's like someone plays a double bass in jazz, you know, when it's standing up. It's just a normal, super ergonomic playing position if we can get the hand crank and the bass guitar to kind of play with each other. If you didn't see yesterday's stream, we also had a cello.
Yeah.
And actually, talking about the cello, I just have to... I mean, I can't play double bass, but this would be pretty cool. Like this. It's actually a little stupid, maybe, I don't know.
Gustav Holmström, such a eureka moment.
Oh, wonderful, Gustav. Yeah, it's... I think so too. It feels like that today. And also like nice. Imagine you go on a concert and you can kind of see this, and you also see like me. I can like face the audience, so I don't have to like look over my shoulder, and I don't have the best posture in the world, and I hate how I look like from the side. So it's also like it's perfect for my vanity even. So form from function, vanity proved. Cheers, coffee cheers for that. Great start of the day.
Cheers.
So let's get into it.
Wow, we got that on camera.
Pouring coffee all over me.
Great start. Here we
Perfect.
go.
It was so much in... I always feel them like halfway. 103,000 is like full bowing the throttle.
Yep.
So I think sometime today I will leave this CAD design behind and move on with new, more serious CAD. But I wanna keep on moving instruments around a little bit today. So let's take this vibraphone and just move it over, because the bass guitar has... And also I love the idea that the bass is to the left and the bass note of the vibraphone is also to the left. It's like, it's a keyboard, right? To the left is low notes and to the right is high notes. So that's like, I think, makes sense musically, visually. Let's move it over a little bit more. So then the next question will be the drum kit. But now it looks like we have so much space for the drum kit. Love it.
Yes.
I'm gonna hide these beaters. So this is a whole new thing. If you didn't see the stream yesterday, this is the loop machine, which is a programmable, drummable drum loop machine. So the drums will be played by beaters that will be 4 or 8 times tighter than the marbles on the Marble Machine X, which is very promising, hopefully, and marbles at the same time. I'm going to try to not digress from what we're talking about, because it's just, that's what I said in the beginning of the stream, like show, don't tell. Let's focus on what I'm doing here. So then it's my question, Hannes 3000. Should we put the kick drum? Maybe the kick drum in the middle. So what comes next, kick drum or snare drum? And I do feel the kick drum, because it's everything moves to the...
Yeah, from bass.
So
from bass to kick drum.
Yeah, from bass to kick drum.
Yes.
But maybe for space-wise, maybe we could sneak... Because what I'm like a little annoyed about is that the body of the bass guitar and the body of the kick drum are two very big ones. So I want to sneak kind of a smaller instrument in between. So maybe that's the hi-hat. But the snare drum is... Oh, wait. Yeah, the snare drum is cool. You want to see the snare... So I have to look at it from this angle. So the snare drum is actually cool. Let's move the snare drum. I was listening to a podcast yesterday where someone said like it's a superpower to know that you don't know the answer when you're in a project. So kind of like, or very often you go into a problem solving and you've actually only put like 3 alternatives that you're seriously considering, and they explained it like, one alternative is what you already did before, which would be like, in this case, like something like this. The second alternative is like something kind of new. And the third alternative is like something that you heard about, but you're pretty sure you're not even going to consider. So basically the point was you going into a process like this very narrow-minded. And what I want to do in this process is I want to be super open, because I think the process will produce the results. So things like this, I want to be really open for changes like this. And for example, Lucas Wendel from Siegfried's Music Cabinet like emailed me yesterday and said, you know, all the mechanical music instrument manufacturers through the history has almost left the programming wheel idea for paper programming, like punch cards. And he was like, that is something maybe you should consider, that the programming wheel is not even maybe the correct solution for this machine. And I'm also going to consider changing that.
Yeah, because even if it looks like this is a finished machine right here, this is sketches, right? We're blocking now. It's not done yet.
We're super blocking. Oh yeah, I'm gonna print this to physical space and start a world tour on this.
Ship it.
It would work almost as good as the MMX already, so.
Ooh.
Okay, let's look at it from the top. Where should we put the hi-hat and where should we put the cymbal? The cymbal is... I'm having issues with the cymbal.
Don't we all?
Oh, should we just put a cymbal like under the snare drum? Is that cool?
Of course it is.
There's space there, right? Should we try something like that? I still have that one on here.
And also Jasper B. Lower the kick drum so the snare drum can be placed above it. And you also have a regular drum set configuration. Slide gently above it.
I want to hit both of them with marbles in the middle. So
okay.
If you put them, and I want to keep them on one straight line, but good out of the box thinking. Right now, I wanna visually. So I should not think too much about visually, but I want to have them on a straight line because of the beaters. These, I want to have all these beaters modular in the same thing, which I'm already walking away from if we're lowering the cymbal. So I'm not really true to that either. But if I can keep the snare and the kick on the same plane, I think visually that is nice because that's like nice to film that next to each other. So where's the cymbal? So I talked yesterday about showing what is very, very nice. Sometimes my Zoom is dead.
Oh no.
So
well, we have extreme zoom now.
Okay, I'm gonna fix that later.
Yeah. Do it during the lunch break. It will be fixed.
It will be fixed. So what I love is to show the dimensions out here, which means that I can manipulate this number here, 640. Capture that. And the cymbal will change, and we can see it change without having to go into sketch mode. Let's lower it 40 centimeters more. No. Okay, that was not what I wanted to write.
Anything interesting says here to say hi. I gotta go to sleep. Haha. And that's so nice of you to just chime in here and have a good night's sleep.
Yeah, I wish you a good night's sleep.
Perhaps we will still be going when you wake up. You never know, right?
Espero que sueñes con los angelitos.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, just some nice good night rhymes in Spanish, you know. What do you think about the cymbal over there?
Well, why not? You're building a drum kit here now.
Wait. That will maybe or maybe not exclude it from being marble played. So yesterday we were fighting a lot for space, and I was kind of like surprised. Where's the bass guitar? There.
Oh.
Let me actually wait. I'm just gonna let me sketch something here. Let me try this way instead. Kick drum, snare. So the thing is that we want to access with drumsticks like this, and the drumsticks can make different sounds. We can like we can have one hitting the rim of the snare and stuff. So I want to have like a lot of drumsticks. Then we also want to access with the marbles like this. So we have, of course, one. This could be one position. Oh, maybe the drumsticks can be. Maybe we can put a hi-hat in front of the bass, but then the bass. Like I would, what I would love would be cymbal here, hi-hat here, like everything on the line. Wait, I'm gonna see if you can see that.
Thank you.
Like that, or cymbal, or something. Or just separate the drums and actually use this space. Do we want to hit the front edge of the hi-hat or the back edge? Because the hi-hat we want to hit on the edge rather. Then we have the other idea. If we go back to CAD, we have the other idea to just put the cymbal vertical, but then it can't be marble played. Oh, the height is very high now.
Hence the name.
Brilliant. I mean, it would be... Okay, let's just... So this is what I've been doing. I've been just like playing around with stuff. I'm going to move the hi-hat in front of the bass.
Yep.
There. And... But the bass is actually going to be marble played, so we have to think about that. No, I don't like that. Definitely use the space between these drums. I'm gonna move the hi-hat over there then. Wrong one, sorry. So another thing that we talked about yesterday is just because the other machines took like forever and forever, this whole process is designed to be more efficient. So there is a chance that we can go far quick.
Yeah.
And that's what I hope to be able to. That's what I'm hoping for. As long as we're making like real good progress. And progress is actually finding out if we should give up on the whole idea. That's also progress. But as long as we're making progress, but it will not have to take 100 million years this time.
Nope.
I said that on all the machines, but third time's the charm, right?
And marbles, all the drums on the MMX was marble played, right?
Yeah,
But then we had some beaters, but that wasn't for the hi-hat.
the hi-hat
That
machine.
was the hi-hat machine.
Yeah. So one idea, so now I'm going to show you something fun. One idea is to just drag the machine out sideways.
Yeah.
This programming wheel is right now, it's almost 120 centimeters wide. And I've been working with Alex CNC and with Avid CNC on a rotary expansion on my CNC machine. And this is the design of Alex CNC. He has made, Avid CNC has sent me the rotary kit long ago, but Alex has made a hack where we can move the rotary spindle up and down on these precision plates here on the side. So this is the CAD from Avid and from Alex. And the idea is to manufacture programming wheel and helical plywood gears. Can you pull up a picture of a helical gear?
Helical gear.
So I think that, I'm pretty sure this has never happened in history of the planet Earth and humankind. I don't think anyone has made a helical plywood gear. And on this rotary CNC machine, we would be able to cut 1 meter in diameter, 110 centimeter in diameter round shapes, which would be awesome. So
is this a helical gear then?
Yeah. So these gears are tilted, as you can see. And these are the gears. In car engines and stuff, they're always helical because the meshing is much better. You have more tooth interaction at each time. So they go more silent, good, because one design requirement is that the new machine is going to sound good acoustically. And the power transmission is like more smooth. So I want to make these kinds of helical gears in plywood. If we go back to the... thanks, Hannes 3000.
Oh, you're welcome.
And then you could also... So there's 2 routes for us to go. Is to go ahead with this. We already bought this expensive part. It's like a rotary gear shift thing that I have at home. And we haven't added this to the machine yet. But there is a limitation. We can only manufacture 110 by 110 centimeters. So length is 110 here because you can see it doesn't fit into the frame. And the diameter is also 110 because when we lower this to the bottom, that's the level of this spindle right here. So there's another route to go. It's just to CAD whatever shape and just turn to other professional big industrial manufacturers who can do rotary CNC operations. But most of the professional machines out there, according to Alex, are not built to cut plywood. And they do not want plywood in their systems because it will kind of mess up their expensive machinery. They maybe don't have dust extraction. It's built for metal. So there's a chance that very few manufacturers want to cut things like this in plywood. And for the stock material of the programming wheel, I've been looking into water pipes. So the things that you've seen in cities when they, like sewage water pipes, like 2 centimeter thick walls, round like 1 meter big pipes. And the material is perfect. And you can just put it on this machine, then surface cut the whole thing to run perfect. So even if the water pipe is not perfectly cylindrical, it will be after we machine it on this machine. So there's the quick intro on the plans for the programming wheel and for the helical gears. But this is a long-winded way to say that if we do it ourselves on our own CNC machine, we can't make the machine broader than this. So that's
limitations.
Yeah, that's the design limitation here. And that's why, otherwise I would just put the drums on a long line like I showed before. So what to do, Hannes 3000? Big drums are big. Like we took the measurements yesterday, so these are real sized drums. No contact microphones on this machine. Just real stuff. So okay, thinking freely.
Yeah, there we go. Think freely. What do you want? Put it where you want it, and then we solve it.
Okay. Thinking freely, just moving the height and the cymbal back into the machine. That went wrong. No, then the marbles. No, that doesn't work.
Tessa Devote. Couldn't you make the programming wheel modular so it can be expanded?
Yes, that's a good point. So, for example, cut just two wheels on the machine and then put them side by side. You will have an alignment issue, but of course you can make like a puzzle piece in your CNC operation, so they just puzzle in absolutely perfect, which will actually solve the alignment issue. And then we can actually make a 100-meter wide marble machine.
Yes! There we go.
Let me write that down. The 100-meter wide. Go here.
It needs to be 100 meters.
I would love to not having to go there, but
That's a solution for now. If we're working on creating more space for now.
prog wheel in sections allows broader machine. I mean, in a way, it would be like cool if this machine become like monstrously big, and if it's like transported in a truck and stuff. If it's broader, I don't think that's gonna be an issue.
Now we have Ryan L. How about hanging the drums off the side, the moving marble drop outside of machine? We talked a little bit about that yesterday. That is also still an option, I guess.
That's actually one of the main design constraints. So if we look at the original Marble Machine X here, the fact that the vibraphone is out to the side here and that the bass is out to the side here caused so much issues, and they're at compound angles. So I'm actually going to, I don't know if I put that in here yesterday. All instrument hit points in line with the programming track. This is a design constraint that I just want to give, never mind the spelling, that I just want to give myself to make things mechanically so much simpler.
I just got a reminder from News X, our moderator here. If you're already finding roadblocks because stuff doesn't work, then you're not designing freely.
Oh, is it Elliot?
Yeah.
Hey, Elliot. It's so nice to hear that you are here. Elliot cut the plastic parts for the funnels. If you're already finding roadblocks, then you're not designing freely. Yeah, I think I agree with that. Maybe if I just pull the... If I pull the... drums apart a little bit, space-wise, it would be smarter to have the kick drum over here, I think. Because of the body of the bass guitar. So I'm gonna ignore the cymbal and I'm... Oh. What was that sound?
I have no idea. It's a ghost sound from my computer over here.
That's super scary. Let me put the hi-hat back here. Okay, hi-hat next to the bass makes a lot of sense. Then we can have the kick drum. Let's move that over a little bit. And then let's also move the snare drum a little bit. This is
strange.
This doesn't feel as cool. And of course we should ignore that. It's so funny that the cymbal doesn't have a place just exactly like it was on all the other machines. We could play the cymbal. I think I'm gonna move the bass a little bit forward. Should be this measurement. 800. 10 centimeters forward. Because then we see even more that it's colliding with the drums. So we're in a little bit of a form from function trade-off here. That the most space efficient setup feels kind of wrong aesthetically. And I've been promising myself to really just do form from function, so
Engineering and art battling it out.
yes, and I thought art was going to walk over. I've been saying that anyway. Were all those just empty words? Well, I still have a heart. Now I have a new idea. Cymbal behind the bass. There. Feels good.
Feels great.
Just sticking out a little hit point there for some marbles. Kick drum follows suit. And sneaks up here. Snare drum follows suit, sneaks also to the left.
Yeah, a lot of people are championing the make it wider solution just so you can design more freely here.
If we make it wider, we can have like a full size vibraphone. We could like play like the new machine could play that if we make it wider. Imagine.
And you don't have to make it double as wide if you don't want.
Why
that.
not?
You can, yeah. But also, if you don't want it too wide, you can just add some.
You know what? This is not the time to like be modest, right?
No. Bring it!
Bring it on. Okay. All the drums on a long row. Here we come.
Yes.
Simplest mechanics, space for everything. Like, I made a rule in my head that I put yesterday somewhere down here. It's a little stupid rule, but you will remember it. I can't find it. I have to make this nicer. Here. Zoom in. 5mm is not clearance. 10mm is
Clearance.
Clarence Clemens, wrongly spelled. What do I mean with this? In CAD, 5mm looks like a lot of space, but on the Marble Machine, so many times, moving things started to just be too close to each other. And actually, let's just make this a monster. I mean, we have to... The air freight option is already gone.
Yep.
Let's just have fun.
Yeah.
Woo-hoo!
We can work on minimizing if needed later. Let's just go crazy now.
And also, like, we have the funnel system already done, and the proportions... and the proportions are like just... This is just working, right?
Yeah.
Oh, but imagine the musicality of actually being able to tell a musical story on the like a full-size vibraphone. Plus, another design requirement that I'm really proud of, that on the first machine, we're throwing 2 marbles on the same note. We're not going to do this for this, which means that the vibraphone can play half as fast, much slower. We can't repeat the same notes. But if we have more vibraphone notes, we can just put the same vibraphone plates, we can put the same note next to each other on 2 positions and just have the same note. And then we can play things like... I can't play. Like things like that, we can play, like fast runs and stuff, by having 2 of the same notes next to each other instead of throwing marbles on the same plate. Let's make it wide.
Woo!
No. So chat, you are really helping me like getting outside my comfort zone. It's so much fun. And it's
#wide gang. Here we go.
And it's so helpful. Let's just move all these.
First, they got you to mirror it. Now you're widening it. This is great.
I mean, there's like... This thing is going to need like specialized... It's going to be like ITER, the fusion reactor, where they have to like... It takes 5 years to design the lifting machine to lift some components, you know?
Yeah.
And that's where we're going with this now.
Yeah. Let's design freely. No constraints, only in CAD. Here we go. Already in love with it.
We're on a mission here. I mean, the machines in like Spelklock Museum and in Siegfried's music cabinet, they would still eat this one for breakfast, you know?
Yeah. Stalebok Stuybock. Just keep it less than 12 meters so it still fits in a shipping container.
Oh, that's such a brilliant idea. We should add a shipping container to...
To the CAD.
Actually, can you give us the inner dimension of a standard shipping container?
I know.
In metric units, please. I'm just gonna copy this vibraphone and slide a whole new vibraphone over here. Woo! It's madness. This is so much madness. All the drums on one line. It's all I've been dreaming about my whole life, Hannes. This will allow for so much stuff. Also, we want programming channels for muting the bass. We want programming channels for the sustain of the vibraphone, like cam disk, so the sustain can be in the programming. So like ding, noon, and yeah, sustain. I can't sing the sustain apparently. And someone pointed out yesterday that the first model looked like kind of alike the previous versions.
Yeah. Well, you are the designer.
Yeah. We have to like a lot of things were like kind of going in the right directions with the first machines.
Yeah. I have a great one here, a comment from Om G. Stav. Don't know how well this translates. When I make a Minecraft contraption, I start with first placing all the components I need for the process to work, then try to compact it, and then make it pretty. That's what we're going for now, right?
Except we're gonna skip the last step. We're not even gonna make
pretty.
it pretty. No, I'm joking. That's exactly the process we're trying to do.
Not pretty, just gritty. Here we go.
It translates perfectly. I mean, I deliberately not gone into Minecraft because I know I would love it so much. It feels like the kind of example where a limitation just frees up creativity. Oh, I love this. I'm just scared. I'm just scared to realize how wide it's going to be.
Okay, here we go from Patrick Marriott. A general 20-foot shipping container is 5.89 meters times 2.35 meters times 2.36 meters internally, according to Google.
Hang on. I'm gonna CAD that now. Container. Make a sketch. We're just gonna make it here. One more time.
Let's see here. I just lost it. 5.89 meters.
What's the length?
Let's see here if we have something.
The longest one.
You need to make it more clear for me. I don't know nothing, chat.
Just tell me the highest number.
The highest.
Should be 12 something.
No. 5.89 meters.
Let's take that.
Yeah.
We're almost filling a shipping container already.
And then we have 2.352.
What? Okay.
2.352 times 2.390 standard inner measurements. What does that mean?
Yeah, so the height should be... Which one is the height?
2.35 meters wide.
Okay, that's the width. And the 2390 is the height.
2390 is height.
That's actually a great information because that means we have to lower the machine a little bit because we can't fit it right now. Look. It doesn't fit in a shipping container. And what did we say? 2, 3.
2, 3, 5, 2.
Wow. This is...
I love this so much.
We have big plans, you know. Dee, 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 dee. What am I doing?
This is a standard container, I guess. There's a lot of different ones. Of course, it's bigger than this.
Yeah, but I mean, this would be a little smart to... We can cut a hole in the roof of the shipping container,
Yeah.
and just hope it doesn't rain in the in the Atlantic like trip. First show, I shouldn't have used plywood. I shouldn't have cut a hole in the roof of the shipping container crossing the Atlantic. Okay, awesome. We have the container. Let's put all the drums on the line. I mean,
there are also HC, meaning high cube containers that are much bigger. Well, let's go for standard right now. We have something to refer to at least. We're not about to ship it quite yet.
So, Like even okay, I'm just going to put them out like this. A little bit more with this one. This will look cool. I feel like the cymbal is going to make it crazy wide. It feels like it's a little bit over the top.
What? What? What are you talking about?
Oh, it's so cool. It's so cool. Like full-size vibraphone. That is really, really something. Wait, full-size vibraphone. We don't have to... Wait, how many keys are on a full-size vibraphone? Then we don't have to tune the resonators, Hannes.
Oh,
3,000.
my God.
No changing of the notes. No, like, that's like... It simplifies so much.
Yes.
We can have them moving maybe even though. Let's see. We have 4 octaves. 4 times 12. So can someone find out? Is it like 64? I don't think we can have that many though.
64? That's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It can't be 64.
Look at this.
I love the madness right now.
Oh, wait. I see a problem.
What?
The funnel is too small now.
Oh, enhance it.
Look at the marbles on the side here. They would miss. I have to fix this.
Yeah.
Can't have this.
This is important stuff.
Yeah.
I see a number of 48. 48 people are writing here.
So I fixed it.
There we go. There we go.
I fixed the funnel.
4 times 12 equals 48. 48.
Yeah, if there's 4 octaves.
$48 we can fit easily now in our container. I mean, marble machine.
So let's do some of our favorite thing. Let's do some math. So can you find can you just pull up a vibraphone, Hannes?
If I can.
I'm gonna head over to here. I'm gonna make a new tab. Rename it vibraphone plates. Standard range is, it's F to F, I know that. So just like Wikipedia, how many notes on a vibraphone?
People are typing 48. I will do a Google as well then.
I don't think 48 is true. Or maybe it is just 12 octaves and then it will be true. 4 octaves. It will be so fun to have a full range vibraphone. It's going to be, because a normal vibraphone is not that wide. Like, no, they're sitting on top of each other, of course, but maybe we can do that. Can we do that? Can we do normal pattern as well? So they're not next to each other? This is a little feature creep, but it would also mean a lot. Okay, meanwhile, I'm gonna keep on CADing. The expressivity, like you can write a piece, the expressivity would go through the roof.
4 octaves. Some people say 48 and some say 49. Why is it 49 then?
Because there's a 1F on the top as well.
Ah, okay.
49 is the number. That's what MIDI keywords comes in 49. 49 is the number.
49 is the magic number.
Standard range, 49 plates.
Do you still want to look at vibraphones?
No.
No. I did all this in vain.
You can show a vibraphone if someone is like, if someone is...
This is full range vibraphones. Let's take a look at them. There we go. Here's vibraphones.
And this is actually like a good width of like how wide is that? It's like 120 or something?
Who knows? I don't. Beauty though.
Real beauty. So if we would create like a vibraphone pattern, can someone just Google, like, take one of these vibraphones, just look them up on Thomann or something, and just give us the width of the instrument? That would be awesome. I mean, this is not the time to be modest. Right? Am I right? It feels, yeah, I don't know. We will see about this. We will see about this. It is mega cool though. It's so cool.
The vibraphones I showed was all just 3 octaves.
Do we have my vibraphone in a video? And we can count like on my vibraphone.
Chat, you know what to do?
I'm going to start a new design and I'm gonna vibraphone pattern. I'm going to build a full-sized, full-range vibraphone. So just very simply.
Matthias Jansson, should you have them all in line or in 2 rows as a real vibraphone?
Yeah, 2 rows.
2 rows.
I'm gonna make a rectangle. No, I'm gonna offset this with the width of a plate, which I think is 40 millimeters. Exactly 40. Minus 40. Comme ça. And then this is kind of 30 centimeters long or something. Like a low one. Yeah, 30. So let's just do from here to here.
Kilobound 37 bars for a standard vibe F3 to F6.
F3 to F6. What happened here? Let me do some constraining. Constrain this to there, this to here. Let's have this be coincident with this.
Lars Kubach, 153 centimeters, but in 2 rows.
153.
But in 2 rows.
Yeah. Everything is possible right now, so
And working with Jim just wants to say, keen to see Martin jamming on a full-size vibraphone MMXL on tour. Keep saving often and have water breaks. Cheers, Hannes 3000 and Martin.
You're too nice. Too nice atmosphere. Cheers for the nice comment.
Oh, you left me hanging out there. Cheers.
I blame it on the vibraphone excitement here.
You're vibing hard.
Good vibrations.
Yeah.
So how much space? So the lower.
Okay. 1851 millimeters wide for a 4 octave according to Google and math. From Red Roker.
How wide?
1851. For a 4 octave.
Almost 2 meters.
But I guess that is all in one row, right? Or is that for double row? Oldahe. I counted Martin's vibraphone from video. It has 36 plates.
Oh, thank you so much. I don't need more on the MMX than on my own. 36 plates. 1 octave less than. So it's 3 octaves.
And can we get a save?
Yes. Save. I'll also head down back to this monster. Look at this.
There we go.
So that would mean 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the lower row. Let's make some vibraphone plates. Boom. And then I'm just going to do some cheating. We start 3. We want 3. Yeah. And thank you. This is probably... We're probably going to run into like 100 things that makes all this not work. But let's have some fun.
Yeah. Let's have some fun.
These two. I should be smarter. I should just be able... why are they not in order? It's so annoying.
Oh, here we go. G Stav was really fun to join the stream, but I've got to go and meet a buddy for some disc golf in
nice.
Slottsskogen, of course.
Oh, wow! Seriously, we should meet up. And have a round one time. It would be so fun. That sounds like a very smart decision. Good luck on your round, and don't panic over the putts. Stay calm. Stay calm. Aim at one link in the chain and you'll be fine. And just walk into the basket when you release. Probably you're 100 times better than me. You don't need stupid advice.
Matthias Jansson says, you missed the last F key.
Oh. Brilliant. I'm going to call it now. Like this audience... They are skating where the puck is going, Hannes.
Yeah, as I said yesterday, a bunch of Gretzkys in our audience.
I love this audience. It's fantastic how you like pick up on details like that. Just makes us know that like you understand what we're doing.
Yes, we're on the same level here.
Sometimes more than myself.
Game rat for 2 rows angle the front row to the front and back row backwards.
That's interesting, but it's Oh, did I do wrong now? Sorry for this. So bouncing the marble backwards, it means that all the things holding these things up will need to be out of the way for the marbles. I think it could be pretty tricky. I think I've done a mistake somewhere here. B, C, E, F. Yeah, these are in the wrong place. It should be all these. No, it's not.
Missing the F sharp.
Yep.
That's what you're doing now.
C, D, E, F. Here's F sharp, so this also has to move again, I think. Okay, here we go. These should be here. And these should be here. And this is F. So let's take these 3. 12, 2, and 20. 12, 2, and 20. This was not... I should have... Yeah. Move copy. Create copy. Oh, okay. I know what I did. There. This will be F. Okay. We're good. This pattern is correct. So I just improvised the distance between these. 12. Yeah, but that makes kind of sense. This would be too much fun.
This would be too much fun.
I don't know.
Can't allow that.
I don't know if it's legal. Will it be legal having so much fun? Is this... Oh, I doubled it sometime. Okay. There we go. Just gonna move this row a little bit above.
Matthias Jansson, for a reference, a Yamaha YV520 vibraphone is 1060 in width and 680 in depth.
1060?
In width.
That's only a meter.
Yeah, the Yamaha YV520.
That gives us some hope.
Let's see how that looks.
Oh, but look at this. Hannes 2000. Oh, sorry.
Whoa, sir.
Sorry. Look at this. It's not wide at all.
Yeah, it looks like a standard vibraphone, this one, right?
No, I'm actually talking about CAD now, but...
Yeah, but I Googled how that vibraphone looked.
Can you show it to us?
I can. Here we go.
Yeah.
This one.
I think my Bergerot plates are pretty wide, actually. Oh, look at this. Like a real piano shape. Anyone could play it. Like no fuss. Of course, we can't repeat notes. So this is... Okay. So what I said about repeating notes... Maybe I still want them interchangeable to repeat notes. But width-wise... I don't know if we can do it with... look at this. It's not so crazy.
Wow, that's nothing with our new width.
Maybe our width is crazy rather.
The container width.
How broad is this? Maybe I have to come back to reality. This is 2 meters. Wait, this is 2 meters. Wait, if you hold the other...
This is nothing, right?
It shouldn't be 2 meters. I don't think it would be good.
Then the whole band can play the machine, right? 4 people.
Yeah, true. Marcus would hate sitting on a drum chair in front of this thing and play this drum kit. He is way too good of a drummer to sit in front of this thing. But look at this. How fun this would be. But of course, like we're a little bit in dreamland over here because we can check it out on this sketch. The center to center, which was part of the stream objectives for today, would then be from this line to this line. No, I'm joking. Half of that. It is possible. Half of that is 30. It's still much more space than we had on the first machine. I took the wrong line. So what I mean, just to show people, is that if we have one hit point here, and then we have one hit point here, and then we can constrain them with a nice symmetry constraint. Let me zoom in with my...
Ooh, enhance.
Here's a symmetry constraint. Symmetry, I think it's called. And then you can choose. And with this, you can kind of say... You have to choose in the correct order. So I think you say that you... And you... No. Let me try to choose this first. You are symmetric between these two. No. See, the symmetric constraint is sometimes working and sometimes not. Never mind. If I want it in the middle, I can pull a line and I can just snap it into the triangle here.
Find the truth. Can fit a double bass now. And there we go.
Nice.
Hoodie Kid 100. Martin, make the absolute maximum size 2440 millimeters so that you can build a plywood box to transport it in.
That's a very good idea. We should keep it below that. So this is good sign. With this vibraphone that we just had, we have center to center 26.072 millimeters.
Yeah.
And on the Marble Machine X, we had 17. So, I mean, we still have more space.
And now we have too much space. This is a beautiful problem to have.
It is. Well, we haven't looked at all the marble drops and stuff. we haven't looked at all the implications of this yet. But I mean, we could even pull these a little bit apart. I think I'm able to do that the way I CAD'd this. I think I can still manipulate the first rectangular pattern. So here we have the 52. So I think if I put 55, maybe my stupid moving, yeah, it kind of works. So now there's a little bit more space in between them. Let's check our center to center here. Now we have 27.5. It's pretty nice. So then when we go back here, you can see there's a little warning triangle down here. There, which means I have to upgrade the part. So I do this here. Sorry for the zoom level.
I love it.
Oh, I clicked the wrong thing. Okay, it's been upgraded. Let's hide the sketch. Oh, that is cool.
Oh yes, it's cool.
Okay, let's shrink the machine. We also want marble drops for the drums in between. So that would mean that we would actually make some spaces. Yeah, I know how to do that. So this is not really true. So let's just for fun say that before the F, we're going to have the kick drum. So I'm going to make space here. So I'm not CADing this with good CAD standards. I'm just doing stuff. Move. No, doesn't want to. Let's just kill all the design history here. And that's a stupid idea. So you would want these to be in order in the design tree, but they're not. So I have to find them. Can I move them now? Yes. So I'm making like a little hole here in the middle of the vibraphone. And why I'm doing that is because that's going to be the marble drops for the kick drum. So it's not going to look perfectly like but this is my point. Like, we have to kind of give room for the programming tracks of the kick drum there. And the whole vibraphone can actually move to the left. And even if we want to replace notes and tune the resonators, we will have a very small tuning range, because that was a problem before. Like, we wanted like a tuning range of the resonators on like a meter. But if you're only going to replace like a G with a G sharp, you only have to like pull something like like a centimeter or something. So much smaller tuning range if we want to be able to change notes. That's a design requirement that like takes a lot, so maybe not. So let's move from C. No, it's not there actually. It's actually from F. Let's move all the way up. What? Yeah. Let's give some space for the snare marble tracks. I only want 2. It's a little shame to like break up the perfect piano symmetry, but I think we have to do it. I should be able to choose them like this. Oh, thank you, Martin. Move. And let's create also some space for something else over here. This is kind of ugly, but this is a little form from function as well. Let's upgrade this part and we will see the holes here for the marble drops. It's ugly. But do we care? Oh, wait. I'm stupid. No. Well, where there's no black keys, right? We're gonna have channels left over. So let's reverse this. So then we could place... So here and here we have two... And honestly, we don't have to stay super true. We could actually, if we want the kick drum hole to be here, we could actually move these two over. That will be a huge brain wrapper. We could do this. And then we get two holes here for the kick drum. And then C# is on the wrong position. That is going to mess up your brain when you try to play it. But still looks better. And then my point is in this hole right here, we can have the tracks that plays the kick drum. Okay, I'm going to lower the width again. I'm not cutting this properly, but it doesn't matter. What are you thinking about 3000?
I'm just I'm booting up a little Discording here as well to have my eyes on if there's any great ideas coming up there.
Cool.
So don't mind me being all
No, wonderful.
sidetracked here.
I was just curious.
Yeah.
Just curious. Oh, but this feels great. So how wide is the machine now? Like, anyway, the programming wheel. Like 1.5. Yeah, exactly 1.5.944. I was 10 millimeter off in my guess. 1.5 meter. It's still monstrous. We will try to squeeze it in the end. Like the Minecraft post. Frame mirror. Where is loop? Where is flywheel? Flywheel.
Lars Kubach, just move the black keys in front and use the natural holes for the drums.
Oh, black keys in front. That's pretty... That is a great idea. Because then everything will line up more. Ooh, that is a brilliant idea. Black keys in front. Skating where the puck is going. I didn't even see that pass. Pass? Pause?
Pass.
Pass. Black keys in front. Form from function. you please select only the things? Almost. Maybe I can select them like this. That's a very, very cool idea. Like, talk about being... talk about being like taking things for granted. Like black keys are always on top. What does the real world have to do with us? I'm gonna explain that. Why are they not chosen anymore? Okay, I'm gonna move them separately then. Clarence Clemons, the saxophone player in the E Street Band, asked Bruce Springsteen for a pay raise. And Bruce was like, Clarence, you're the highest paid musician in the world. You have to become a little bit in track with the real world, get a grip. And then Clarence replied, what do we have to do with the real world?
Brilliant.
And I think he got a raise. Something is wrong with these two keys. Like, I can't even
unlock them using keys.
What? Oh. What is your problem? Who are you? Yeah? Okay, now I'm gonna kill design history. I don't care.
I don't care anymore.
I killed design history. And it didn't help.
And a lot of people are also saying that you can also put the black keys on the same line as the white keys. As widen it.
Yes, but then we have a 2 meter wide machine for a full range vibraphone. We can also go back to having like, I mean, you never almost play chromatically. So in this setup, there will be a lot of notes that is not used. So...
But they can be used.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't understand what's going on with this. I can't... They refuse to be chosen. I'm gonna hide them and I'm gonna use these. I have no clue what's happening there. So, I don't care. Anyway, the big thing right here is that to allow the machine to swell a little bit sideways, open up for so many fantastic opportunities. Like,
anyway, Ricky J, greetings from an American insomniac. How married are you to the bass having a body? It's already electric. You could get away with it.
you're absolutely right. That would save like 20 centimeters of sideways space right here. I kind of think, yeah, I should not be married to anything, but I love the feeling that there's a little band like playing.
Yeah.
And as soon as you make a stick bass, that whole thing goes away. People will think it sounds better when they see a beautiful shaped like hollow body bass. They will just say, oh, it's so vintage and it's so real. And when you cut the body away, they're going to be like, oh, it's some kind of electronic cheating. On the other hand, form from function, so yeah. I'm gonna like hide these. So normally in a song, lots to think about. Where should we place the cymbal, Hannes? 3000. I really want one.
Yeah, we need one. I always like the idea of it sticking out somewhere in the machine. Can it be close to the snare? Or do we have all the keys in the way now?
Like, on the snare and on the kick, I want so many drumsticks. So, either on top of the drumsticks, or we just put it down under the snare again. Should we try that again?
Yeah.
See how that feels now? Oh, sorry. Wrong thing. Or maybe it wasn't. There, and
Lucas Vandal says on top, played by beaters, question mark.
on top of like everything.
Or Carlos Nunez, put it just below hi-hat.
Yeah, that's almost where it's going now.
Yeah.
Oh, we can have it a little bit higher actually. The snare sound will be very loud in the cymbal microphones here. Like under the snare drum, it's like loud.
Jeff Matson says here, copying objects in 3D software always creates issues. Duplicate, never copy. Copy takes history with it. Duplicate doesn't.
Absolutely right. I am breaking all the good CAD practices right now when we're CADing. Like when we're doing the real files, I'm not going to behave like that. But I think you're right. That something of the ghosting happening with those keys is probably exactly what you're talking about. This is
Lars Kubach, no. Martin Zagman, put the snare down instead and hang the cymbals above it.
aesthetically that would be great, but that violates the thing that I wanted the kick and the snare like next to each other on the same level, just for filming purposes and for not actually for filming purposes. For I want to build these beaters on this like on a modular. I want them all to be like very similar. So I just want one shaft. I don't want to put them in different planes, but maybe we could like for a drumming. Like for the eye, that would be good. But I'm scared that the snare drum is like playing so much more. The snare drum is
our main player.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that. I'm gonna hide the sketches and see what we have. This looks so crazy. What do you think?
It starts to look nice now, huh? Hiding it down there.
So how many plates do we have here? Because I'm thinking maybe just having one row is still an option. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So like something that will be very essential will be to like replaceable vibraphone plates or not. That's kind of a super important. I can't spell replaceable. That's a super important design requirement to to kind of wrap our heads around. There's a lot of pros and cons, and I'm leaving the decision on the table right now.
I get, but having all the plates in place removes a lot of having to swap out plates during concerts, right?
It removes that. It also removes the ability to play like fast things. Sorry, you were too slow there. 3000.
I missed the solo.
It removes. So when you're playing like in a key, I can just like if we're playing C minor, we will almost never use this one if we're not getting creative. So having like chromatic, it's not sure we're gonna like use it. We're probably never gonna use it. On the other hand, it's also super cool that you can make it like a key change. Imagine if we play a waltz and it's like so we're in C minor. And then we can just go to F minor. Like on the machine.
Oh, that's beautiful.
It is nice, right?
Yes.
Key changes.
Aim for that.
And I mean, if you want to play fast, you can play new notes all the time. So you like the thing is going to be able to play crazy fast. So you can play like, so if you can't play this C twice fast, you can't do this, but you have this one. So you can play. No, you can't. You can. So no note is. Even that is going to be challenging. Like for one marble gate, this is also challenging. So everything has to change all the time. It can play that.
Yeah.
And it could also play. Imagine that.
It gives you the option to do it, at least.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so the vibraphone, like allowing the machine to become wider is so much fun. It's only now a question, like right now, the thing that disturbs me the most is that I don't have a place for the cymbal that I love. Or if we put in 3 tiers. So now I have all the drums in 2 tiers. So if we move the vibraphone higher, no, we need to make the machine lower generally. We also have like 37 resonating pipes to put in here somewhere. And another big issue with me standing with the mirroring of the machine, where do we put the muting levers? Like that's another another big issue. So if I start a pros and cons here, replaceable plates. Pros and cons. Pros, cons. Ability to repeat same notes fast is a big pro. Design is way more complicated is a con. Standard music expressivity always at hand, like key changes. You can always do these kind of things. That's no, wait, replaceable plates. This is also a con, because that would be if we don't have them replaced. Like double negations here. I don't know what it's called. I think replaceable plates would make the machine less wide. We can also put all plates in one single row, no black keys. But then need resonator tuning. That's like a big pro for having them not replaceable.
Fredrik Johansson, so if you add 2C and 2F on the side for the song, you can use those extra spaces for doubling the speed on those specific notes.
Ah, that's a pretty cool idea actually. Just to have like in a song you don't want to repeat all the notes, like 4 slots for the extra speed, and those can be tunable. I love this suggestion. Thank you, Fredrik. Is this the Fredrik Johansson that I've been touring with? I asked yesterday as well. Or is it the same Fredrik Johansson as from yesterday's stream? Wait, this is actually a really cool idea. Add 4 changeable extra slots for speed. This could give us the best of both worlds. It again will make the machine more wide. Okay, it's early days. Everything is on the table. So I'm just gonna note down like with mirror, how muting levers. I need so many muting levers because of the loop machine. I want to mute every channel separately. So I kind of need 100 muting levers on this machine. So no, I'm not joking.
100?
At least.
Can we make the machine wider?
So the problem was when I was standing like on the other side before, I could reach with my left arm to the front of the machine to manipulate all the levers. When I'm standing over here, I can't really reach around to the front of the machine where you mechanically would want to put the levers. So either we need a super complicated system with wires, like transfer the movement of a lever from where I'm standing to other parts of the machine, or I can't stand over there at all. That's another complication of the mirroring we have done today.
We got an answer from Fredrik Johansson. Never toured with you. Would have loved to, but I was on the stream yesterday, so it's the same Fredrik, but not the touring Fredrik.
Okay.
Yep.
Let's make it happen in the future. So, I just want to have a look at if we can. Yeah, I can do it here. I'm going to break this link. I'm just going to mute. I'm just going to hide the bottom row. Isolate. Please let me show. Okay, no, it's not. Now they're in order. There is something about this that, of course, feels a little engineering-like, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
But it's also like a little less musical, right?
Lou Bedoret. You can always use bike brake cables to transfer the powerment from one side of the machine to the other. It's compact and reliable.
That's actually a really good idea. It's I think it's called Bowden cables. Let's note that. Thank you for pointing that out. Bowden cables for muting. And I think Dissoltone has a wonderful video about push, latch, push, release. There are these super cool. So for some of the things, I need two settings. So I need to like pull something to pull it on and do another thing to do it off. And I was thinking yesterday when I was going to sleep that I think we can use push latch so it stands in one direction. And when I pull the lever one more time, it releases. So we can actually make one lever having two functions. Like ball pen, you know? You push it and the pen is activated. You push it again and the pen is deactivated. Which is kind of magical. I miss my black keys. What do you feel? 3000.
I miss my black keys. We should have all the keys.
I think I'm going to reactivate them. Wow, so much fun ideas again from chat that is like affecting. And like I said in yesterday's stream, this time I'm working on this one digital file. We don't have this ghost physical representation in my studio, which limits our ability to like think freely. So I think this is why, even though people love to see things happening in the real world, I think eventually this is going to be so much more fun, both for you and us, because we can actually do and try all ideas regardless. Let me move these over so it looks a little bit better. Not that. It's the beaters I want here. Move. Boom. And the stupid cymbal. Why?
Why?
Okay, so let me just think freely. Let me do this. Let me just move the vibraphone up. Like a lot. Like there. It's gonna ring in my ears. Ah. And then we can put a cymbal. So right now I had like 2 levels. So now I'm thinking about making like 3 levels. No, I shouldn't do it like that. I think this juggling around will continue for some time.
Here we go, outside the box thinking right here from Tessa Devote. Out of curiosity. No, sorry, I read the wrong one. From Julian Carrier. You could put the vibraphone in the opposite direction, the same way as the bass. So we flip the vibraphone.
Like, do you think they mean like vertical?
Yeah.
But then the marbles can't hit it.
Well, yet.
Of course, you could like dunk the marbles in the end.
No, I mean, not vertical. Or, how was I thinking? I think it's to make more space for other instruments. But the marble gaze will be a tricky one. I don't know.
No, I'm not really sure how we would solve how we will solve that. So if we're doing 2 tiers here, we can actually put a hi-hat on top as well. Where's the hi-hat? Over here. Let's put a hi-hat somewhere over here. Oh, something's wrong with that sketch. Let me fix that. Why? It was not black. That was wrong. Okay, let's look at this. So this is like, this feels pretty cool.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe even like this. Maybe even switch sides, so that the 2 big ones are like on the left. Let me try to move the vibraphone to the left. Look at this. We can make the machine a little bit. Then we have to use all the black spaces. Let me switch sides. Cymbal. And not that one. Edit feature. Boom. Hi-hat. Edit feature. Boom. Sometimes I just have a feeling, that in the body that like it feels more okay. And this feels like, this is more like standard drum set. Like you have the cymbals over the drums, right? What do you think?
Olof Olsson, the lower rhythm wheel does not have to be as large as the upper, as the resolution is way lower. This will give so much space for vibraphone tubes.
Absolutely correct. The larger we make the wheels, the more surface speed we have, the more musical accuracy we have. So I'm gonna like allow the wheels to swell to the maximum size they can be. But as long as we can like get the resonators through the gap between these 2 wheels, I think we're good. Because it's like if we make it smaller, the timing resolution will be worse. Let me just do this for the 100th time. How wide are we now? Is this still a monster?
Is this on monster wide?
140.
140, that's nothing.
Should we measure it? Oh, it's so big. It's so big.
It's not terribly big.
let's not make it that big. Or let's not make it bigger than that. That's what I wanted to say.
Okay. You know what, Martin? My stomach is rumbling.
It's a time for lunch.
It's time for lunch, you know. But let's just remind our dear people of this nice little new merch drop that we did. New shirts, hoodies, and our new newsletter as well. We will be back after lunch. So in roughly 1 hour and 15 minutes, something like that, we will be back and we'll continue the stream.
And just huge thanks again for like all the cool ideas. Like it feels like I'm already surprised about where this is going, which keeps me loving to work on this so much. So thanks for all hanging out with us and all the great suggestions. I feel more than ever that your suggestions can be incorporated into this process now, since we're working digitally. Here's our newsletter on the website. That's the official channel. We won't email too often. And it's just it's our new idea. It's actually Hannes 3000's brilliant idea. So thanks for that, Hannes, and let's go make some food.
Yeah. See you after lunch, everybody.
See you. Bye.